Empowerment is being able to pretty much have confidence in yourself in a way that you can influence other people. It depends on the target group you have, but you're able to inspire kind of that inner strength in someone.
Empowerment is something that someone recognizes from within. It comes from within.
I think it's just the confidence that you need to have in order to be a woman and just to feel comfortable in your own skin.
Empowerment is something that comes from others and not necessarily yourself. I think in order for you to feel empowered, other people need to empower you.
I like to think about empowerment as a way for people to understand their ability to make a difference in the world.
Women's Empowerment Week was developed by Lehigh's Panhellenic Council maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it was a week that they developed to try to bring women together and celebrate the work that women have been doing at Lehigh and the work that has yet to happen.
For Women's Empowerment Week at Lehigh, it was really important to me to bring some experienced women from a variety of disciplines who, and again, this is through the Baker Institute context of empowering students to become entrepreneurial thinkers and innovators using creativity to solve problems, to bring women to the conversation that have done that in a variety of different kinds of settings.
I hope that change, positive change, happens. The way that I think the week could contribute to change is because it has a really great combination of events and activities. Some are interactive, some are for listening, some are for learning, and everyone is at a totally different space on recognizing their own empowerment. So if anyone looks at the list of events for this week, they'll see a combination of critical analysis, education, dialogue, celebration, relaxation, and self-care.
Meals, you're actually doing better balance for your body overall. Fat, you want to get less than 65 grams a day.
LTA, my chapter specifically, has brought the Bandana Project. We've been doing this for a couple of years, and the Bandana Project is something where we ask people to decorate a bandana to show solidarity and stand against sexual violence against farm worker women who go raped and sexually assaulted in the fields, but because most of them are undocumented, they never get justice.
On a small scale, it's women in the farm industry that are being sexually assaulted. Sexual assault is very prevalent on this campus, as just gender violence is in general. And this is a new way to go about the issue that kind of makes people stop and think instead of just having a discussion on sexual assault. It's a brand new thing of bandanas all around campus. What is that for?
And so one of the reasons that we do topics like this, so female sexuality empowerment, is recognizing that if people have good information about this topic, they're more likely to have healthy, consensual, communicative relationships, which helps to decrease gender violence on campus.
I think that this week and all the events that are happening definitely begin a dialogue. It's kind of hard to say, will it bring about change? The problem with just holding events, it's something that people usually take as, oh, I'm going to an event, I attended this lecture, I did it, and we also need to think about how do we bring that back later.
And we're having discussions that aren't just why do you need to be empowered? They're actually things that are relevant to this campus, and there's a variety of different topics that are being discussed this week.
I definitely think that this week specifically is bringing attention and it's bringing the sense of community, but definitely it's up to the organizations themselves to keep that conversation going.
I think the discussions are hitting home a little bit more than they have in the past because they're more relevant.
Lehigh is such a school that is grounded in its ideas. and in its principles, that there's not really anything that you could do in a 1 day or a 1 week period to say that Lehigh will change in this idea because of Women's Empowerment Week. However, I think that it is a very good step in the right direction.
I think it will give students in particular a chance to reflect on everyday things that happen that they maybe just don't see or dismiss. So, degrading comments about women, or situations in groups or classrooms or in social events where women may say something, may come up with really great ideas, no one really responds.
In sororities are really empowering their members and making sure that they are being the best women that they can be, that they are proud of the people that they are, and that our sororities are filled with not 100 members of the same personality, but 100 individuals who are empowered.
You pretty much have men supporting this movement, and I think that helps it a whole lot. It's just as beautiful if you just have women, but when you see the men standing alongside you, helping you in all the events, and just the message that you're trying to get across, it really makes the point that this is to empower women, but it's more beautiful when you do it together as a whole.
So I really hope men participate in a lot of these. We've been working for decades, centuries in the world to help develop and promote women finding their own empowerment and achieving education, leadership, government, financial successes. And I don't think we've been bringing men into the conversation as much as we might.
Everybody needs to be empowering women, and excluding 60% of our student body is not really helpful with trying to empower everybody, which is why I think it actually helps a lot more if men are involved.
I think when men participate in thinking about how women can become more empowered citizens, members of the Lehigh community, members of their profession, it underscores the importance of how everyone involved has to believe in the change.
Men play a really important role in Women's Empowerment Week because men are some of the most crucial people who can empower women.